morning and welcome back to Englewood Cycling. My name is Kevin. I like to ride bikes and I like to make videos. Today we are wandering with Willem, a buddy of mine from Sebring. As you can see at the very beginning of the video, we got into some sugar sand. We'll explain that later. But right here in this, going through this park, we came off Cedar Road in Englewood, jumped onto Cedar Point Environmental Park, went under Placido Road into Oyster Creek Environmental Park, and then we'll come out at Andover, stop at the restroom, and cut through Rotonda, get onto Cape Haze Pioneer Trail, and then we'll ride Boca Grande all the way to the very end, and then he and I will double back. I know I just did a Boca Grande video, so this is not going to be a duplicate of that video. That wouldn't be too exciting. But Willem used to fish a lot in his own various boats over time, so he knows the area we're riding to very well from a boater's perspective. He's also a licensed pilot, so there's a runway that runs, or actually there's a small airport, private airport, that runs next to the bike trail when we get close to the southernmost trailhead on the trail. So it's cool visiting with Willem as we're on Boca Grande, and he has all this knowledge base from fishing the waters, possibly doing scuba around the waters. I know he's certified scuba. All that stuff's cool. And this is one of the, I think he can count on one hand how many times he's stepped foot onto Boca Grande. I've only been there a handful of times myself, and I don't think I've ever been there to a boat. So anyways, it's a fun ride. It's laid back. We'll talk more down the road. Let's ride.
When you fly.
Right. Well, they don't take some pass here. So you can buy an island pass, like annually or whatever, but they don't take sun pass. State probably takes a long time.
We never used because you had to pay to park there, and the other park was free. Then I got so busy, we started using Outers all the time. There were many years, but I was here every weekend.
So normally I'll ride the road over the bridges with all the traffic. I think I might get on the sidewalk.
Okay. How's it going, guys?
Hey, how you doing today?
$6.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
You too.
That's going across the dune, but
I think let's go across the dune.
it's now a private dock for that community is what it looks like.
Gotcha. Okay.
There were 2 big fuel tanks there.
Right.
And then they had like a big crane looking thing that pumped fuel oil out of a ship that pulled up on those ballers.
Okay. I think I've looked either that community or I think there might be some houses out there.
That's Cayo Costa.
Is there
No
private,
road to that.
but private houses in both?
State park on the south side and
Yeah.
houses on the north side. But you can only get there by boat. And then that's Yusepa Island.
Okay.
At one point, I can't tell you if that's recent, but way back when, that was top 10 most expensive real estate in America.
I say it looks like there's structures on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
What you see way over there, that's the north end of Pine Island,
Okay.
Boquila.
Yeah.
But this little island right here,
Right.
it's Yusepa.
Gotcha.
And then right behind those trees there, you can't see it, but
Uh huh.
you can see the water tower. You can still see the water tower. It's like
I don't have glasses on, so
There's
it's a little
like
harder.
hole, but it's a
Little clear.
hotel called Cabbage Keys.
Okay.
You take a ferry
Yeah.
on island, and they have like 6 rooms, and
I think I've
place to be
seen
there forever. Have you ever seen pictures of the bar where there's like dollar bills stuck to everything
maybe.
all over? That's there.
I've done some map recons of this stuff.
The
and
story is that's where the cheeseburger in paradise comes.
started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's Cabbage Key.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I've slept on that beaches over Cape Haze many.
On the beach.
Yeah, cool. We come bring the boat and we put the tent
Right.
on the beach, sleep and fish. Know me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's I didn't think they would ever carry out down that field dog, but that's an interesting use for it. That it's
See, what did I tell you? Willem knows a lot about the water, the features off of Boca Grande. And luckily, that was beach we were walking on in the beginning of the video, not pushing through sugar sand somewhere in the middle of nowhere. This is Harbor Drive. This was not featured on my original Boca Grande one-way video, but it's a short. It might add a half a mile because it's nothing's particularly huge out here on the island, and it's just nice to see some of the homes. Go by some marinas, some restaurants, and whatnot, and by a golf course. And then we stopped to check out this restaurant. We were gonna get Cokes here, but they're closed.
That's kind of hoity-toity. It is kind of a little bit, but not atmosphere-wise. Yeah, menu-wise. And there's a few tables outside in the shade. I don't know. Are they open?
They probably they don't open at 11:30 on Google Maps. So let's go downtown.
Okay.
There'll be some.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, one day if you're down here and you want a nice lunch, they have it's really good food.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's not the place where you can eat lunch every day. Get on. There's an ice cream spot over there if you want ice cream.
I can do that.
Okay, let's go over there. See if they're open. That's this one.
There's bike racks right over there.
Oh, okay.
So you know.
I got my bike on. I know where over there is.
My ears.
Yeah.
Once again, I failed to take any decent or any ambiance footage of us eating at the restaurant. So here are some still photos I took while we were eating. Willem got the key lime pie, which he said was pretty good. I got the cocktail shrimp. We started the morning around 7:30 or so with coffee at my place. Then we rode downtown for breakfast at Word of Mouth. So that's the breakfast picture that Joy took during her run. Cybertruck selfie and the food.
I'm stopping to get a still photo there.
Okay. You got
It's nothing like being a fat boy stomping uphill.
So I wonder if that's a permanent tent.
Probably not, because I don't think I've seen it.
Somebody went to a lot of trouble to put that up.
Yeah. It's probably a bar. I bet there's someone
Yeah.
either selling or taking donations.
You know what I bet you those, you see those columns sticking up? I think that's one of those service barges that has the poles that anchor it.
Right.
They probably pulled the barge out there, put a tent on it.
I agree. What do you think, Willem? You missed your boating days?
Not this year. Never into any of this. I never owned a boat that had a radio on it.
There's some nice boats down here. Like when we were coming up, I saw like some boats with like 3-4 motor, like right there, this row right in front of us.
No, all these guys
Yeah.
have got the stuff with the speakers roll over and shit. That was never my gig. Never.
Fucking nuts, man.
But yeah, this stuff was in the Keys all the time. Peanut Island every weekend.
That
Yeah,
dude
that's
Mike Wick
not my
that
scene.
works out here, he does the sandbar thing.
Okay.
He's probably out there somewhere. All right.
Thanks.
They roll.
I don't like people enough.
Watch that screw right on my right.
I'd lose my cool,
Yeah.
choke somebody, and go to jail. So you see, I want to say the house with the whitish roof over there on the left,
Yeah.
next to the 2-story. That's the house we stayed in the first Lost Bucket.
Okay, cool.
And that wraps up Wandering with Willem onto Boca Grande. Yeah, Sandbar's cool, and that was Saturday morning. My understanding is it gets bigger and bigger until Monday when the road party happens. And again, I'm not a water baby. I don't spend time on boats, but I understand a lot of places have their sandbar places where boats gather on a regular basis, much less for big holiday weekend. So again, you get a chance, check out Boca Grande. Either driving onto the island and riding if you're not into big miles, or go and start on Cape Haze Trail, Cape Haze Pioneer Trail, like I did in my original video, or start in Englewood or start somewhere else. It connects to everything, so you can make it as long and hard or short and easy as you like. Thanks for watching. Let's ride.